Hello there, Aries. I hope you're keeping well, my dears. This is your collective love reading. It's predictive as well. That's a new thing Spirit's putting out there. They are predicting this for September, October and November. Some of you may identify with it now, others of you may not. It's just down to you to try and gauge, but it's a great sign if it is that it's a predictive reading for you, because you get a chance to make adjustments to how you're going to do things if you don't quite like the sound of it. That's the benefit. I keep hearing privilege, privileged. And there's a flare of enthusiasm and passion that's coming through. Your reading wasn't actually next, it was Taurus's. And then one of the air signs, but Spirit is dragging me towards your energy. So let's get rocking. I will shuffle these cards one last time for you. And then we're ready to go. So if you could just do those lovely little bits for me, guys, the like, the share and the subscribe, that'll be fabulous. Thank you very much. And what can you give me as a predictive reading, please, Spirit, for September, October and November for Aries in love? What can you give me for the predictive reading? Where's the energy at for that time period, please, Spirit? Let's see what we've got. 10 of Wands. And then I'm hearing flare of enthusiasm. There is something coming to a closure. It has had you really deep in your thoughts at times. And then I'm hearing ownership, dictated to, and then overwhelming. How is it that your party, how are they coming in for the reading, for this predictive reading, please, Spirit? Hangman. Can be read as Pisces energy, doesn't have to be. I'll adjust these cards in a bit. What's the situation between you and your person as of this moment? Wow, there's you, loud and proud. I think that come out yesterday in Libra's reading, maybe Scorpio. So if it is that you're involved with a Libra or a Scorpio, or you have it quite strongly within your chart, head on over there. Spirit as well is nudging forward, coming right at me here with Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries at this moment, but Jupiter, the energy is about positivity, flair, ambition, growth, expansion. If you think of all the good things that are going to come together, or all the good parts of the planet, that's pretty much how Jupiter is within itself as a whole. It's about looking at our daily activities, the Jupiter energy, and looking at what does and doesn't bring us value. And I don't just mean with money, it's valuing of time. Where is it that we're wasting it? Where can we be using our time? In what better areas? It's whatever that means for you, but it's also reminding ourselves that any difficulties that we do have, that's just part of our life. It's not our whole life. You can feel the positivity. Again, I'm getting flair coming into the reading, passionate even. But then I'm hearing redundant. I'm not feeling someone's been made redundant. I'm feeling a situation has now ended. That's what's coming through. What can you give me, please, Spirit? How does Aries party view Aries? Capricorn energy, doesn't have to be. 3 of Pentacles. Now that's how you appear. It doesn't have to be how you actually are. But they're seeing you building here, making plans, discussing or inquiring even into how you're going to move forward. And to me, that's backing up the energy, that's supporting the energy well of this Jupiter energy. Really going back to the day-to-day and trying to gain as much value from things that are precious to us. What is Aries party? What are they keeping from Aries as of this moment? 6 of Wands. These cards have had an absolute mammoth shuffle, and it's as if the same cards are coming out. Similar positions, I mean, for that Leo reading, the last one that has just gone up. What's your party's fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection with you? King of Cups. To me, that is about you regaining your own balance again. I've just heard resentment. You're now standing your ground, but interacting in a pleasant way. And I feel they're intimidated by this because you're regaining control now and they don't know everything about what you're doing. Because there's fear of, I'm hearing expansion. That's exactly what that Jupiter energy is about. What's their plan of action when it comes to the connection with Aries, please, Spirit? Two of Swords. There it is. Locking. Can't make it up. And the last card. This would usually be guidance from Spirit, but this is where Spirit sees the collective as of this moment. Temperance. That's ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter. That's that restoring balance, getting everything together. It may not be of value, the stuff that you're trying to put together, but you've got a plan, you know where you're going, and you're learning from experience. There's a very calm approach. There really is a lot of calm, and Spirit is highlighting to me all the blue within this reading, the light blue, which does represent calm and can be wisdom as well. There's a strong vibe of emotion here, but I feel it's more your party that's viewing emotion in you. They're getting emotional themselves, but it's more of a flustered energy. Bear with me a moment, guys. I'll just set this up for you. That's better. So up at the back there, that's the energy where Spirit sees the collective. September, October, November. Some of you may identify with it now, and if you do, then that temperance energy that's there, that'll be where you've been in the past, the recent past. But we know it's down to you to try and gauge. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. Some read that as Aries, Taurus. Others read it as Capricorn. But that to me is you keeping yourself grounded. Looking at the long term. How can I move on from this? How can I develop this? You really have worked hard. May have been that it was a distraction as well, if you've been doing it within your career, within the work environment, to help you get past whatever this burdensome, I'm feeling, emotion is. But you're being viewed as calm, as balance, as developing with that Three of Pentacles. You may not feel like that, but that's how it's coming across, and it's a really beautiful energy, you know. I'm liking it. And let's see what we've got on this Ten of Wands for the predictive energy. What have we got for Aries, please, Spirit, with this predictive energy? Okay, Spirit has just intervened. They're saying this reading won't apply to some of you until November, December. Sagittarius season. There is a lot of Sag, I feel, coming into this reading. I'm feeling it isn't just the Sagittarius season though. I'm feeling it's the month Sag falls into. So that's going to be November and December. Avoiding of conflict. Knight of Pentacles. What a wonderful energy. And the Empress. Great stuff. I do apologise, guys. I got the Hangman and King of Cups the wrong way around, but I've adjusted them now. What can you give me, please, Spirit, of where the Hangman is as of this moment, this energy for Aries party in love? The Lovers. There's a wanting to return here, but I'm hearing lack of admittance. I mean, come on. They're wondering how they're going to present. Bloody hell. Present this. They may be in that energy of looking at you at the moment though, coming into a connection with somebody else. But the Lovers doesn't have to always mean a connection. It can be a decision that's being made, but there's a fear of cooperation here, I'm feeling. Somebody doesn't want to make a situation comfortable for you. The holding back, they're observing, a coming together of a connection, could be a longing of a connection. if they're ever going to find somebody else and gain their happiness. But there's a hesitancy with it at the moment, and I'm really feeling nervous. I feel you've put your foot down here. You've really started to reassess where you're at. You know what you do and don't want anymore. What's getting in the way? What's mither? What's wearing you down? Because there's a wanting to drop it all and move forward. You want to start making progression. There's a realizing now, I know what I want, but I've got to start doing something about it. Because all this hassle and all this mither, it's just too much. Now, you may be at the stage at the moment where you've still got your head in the clouds. You're not sure what direction to go. But there is a surge here. There's a movement forward. And I feel you're starting to be more vocal, but in a completely balanced way. I'm working towards this Empress energy. Maybe a person, male or female. For some of you, I'm hearing work environment. There's somebody you've got your eye on, but if that's not the case, then that can be your happy ever after, the Empress energy, whatever that represents for you. Alternatively, this can be you want to avoid any mither when it comes to planning something, maybe even be a wedding. But your party is seeing something from a different perspective now about you both coming together, knowing that they have to show enthusiasm and emotion with that Ace of Cups because they've now realised what it is that they want. They've got to start pulling the weight. That's what I'm hearing. What have you got for me, please, Spirit? My goodness, I can't take all of those. What have you got for me, please, Spirit, with this Emperor energy? What's the situation for Aries and their party? Queen of Cups. There's a mum involved here. I think it's a elderly lady. Someone older than you. The World. And the High Priestess. Someone's been put in their place here. There's an energy as well, though, of someone trying to remain in control. And whilst they thought you were the one, you're not. And there's a new person coming into the connection, altering the dynamics. And this World energy is you appearing complete, you appearing happy. But there's a holding back here, a withdrawal. What have we got with this High Priestess energy, please, Spirit? What have we got with this High Priestess energy? Two of Cups. I'm thinking one of you has moved on. May even be this Pisces energy. God, I'm knocking the camera here. Your party, this Hangman energy. I've got a feeling they may have moved on, but they're not telling you about it. You've got your suspicions. You're trying to get all the facts to present to them about this ideal person that they're now with, or what appears to be an ideal person. And I mean, don't hate me, Aries, but it might be that you're feeling under pressure with that, and that's why that Ten of Wands is there, because there's going to be a comparison. There's going to be a reflection of where your person is now. And if they get with somebody new, there can be a tendency to look back and compare and think of how the relationship is that they've got now wasn't like the one that they had with you. There's a fear of being replaced here. That's what I've got coming through, and there's that anxiety as well, but a motivated energy. It's a returning energy for some of you, it really is. On the other hand, the Hangman there can be wanting you both to come together, but whatever it is, this Queen of Cups can be somebody that becomes really emotional. And I feel it's about this goal. Whatever that goal is, it's something I feel you're keeping to yourselves or keeping between you, and there's somebody else in the mix here that's not happy about it. There's definitely 3 within the dynamic. Now the third person, it doesn't have to be somebody that they're in an intimate relationship with. It can be a mom, a dad, another family member, the family itself, a career. It can be somebody that tries to look the victim and brings things to an end. But I feel they've been put in their place. That Aries card there, that Emperor, it doesn't have to be you. I'm sensing more that it's your party and they're thinking, how the hell am I going to approach this? What can you give me, please, Spirit, on the 3 of Pentacles, of how Aries is viewed? Would you believe? Hangman. 5 of Pentacles, another 5. So there's an acknowledgement of the difficulties, the complications, and 10 of Swords. So where there's another 5, there's a 10, a completion. There's a 5 there. Yep, it's in reverse, but there's also that 10. The feeling under, I was going to say pressure, but then I heard comparison. This is taking me off a little bit, on a bit of a tangent. I feel something's been planned between a couple or a family, and you may have been kept in the dark. There's something you've really been working hard towards or taking your time with because you're wanting to get it right. It can be an energy where I'm saying at the home, where you've decided to remain at home, coming off the intense bit of COVID. You've realised something works for you now with being at home more. But somebody's perspective, and I feel it's your party, their perspective has changed. I feel there's a celebration or something here. I'm just hearing stag, and Spirit drew me really strongly over to that 2 of Swords that's over there, as if they're the antlers. You've not been told something. I'm confident of that. And when it's come to plans, they've purposely held back. Somebody's purposely held back. I don't think it's your party. I think your party knows of somebody that's held back, but you don't. This is really similar to the Leo reading. But because there isn't enough, they've brought an opportunity to an end. I feel there's that word keeps coming in, comparison. Comparison just keeps coming in. I feel to you, because you give off the impression that you get everything right. This can be somebody that is connected to your person, to your party. They're just coming in really heavily within their energy. But your party knows something about what's gone on behind the scenes and you don't. And then I'm hearing, and you thought more of them than that. What is it that they've brought to an end, please, Spirit? What? See, 4 of Cups. I feel it's something sociable. They've seen you as somebody that was making plans, but then you've gone quiet or you go quiet. There's something about domestic here, domestically, keeping yourself at home, that type of energy. But you're really peeved off, or you've been really peeved off about something, and that's why that 5 of Pentacles is there, because there's been trouble, there's been instability, and there's an energy around you that's unpredictable. And I feel it's somebody that likes to be in charge. This Emperor and Empress, it doesn't have to be a couple that's getting together. This can be somebody that's elder, an older person within the family that thinks they've got control. And that Empress energy can be about a massive task. or how you feel more emotionally towards it, but whoever's in this energy doesn't. And then I'm getting methodical. You've put your foot down about becoming this Empress energy, and this Emperor that's here is your party. And they're knowing they're going to have to take leadership now, but they absolutely know it's a determined energy, but they know. They know how they feel. There's confidence with how they feel. But they're going to have to approach something. This Queen of Cups can be you. You can be the Queen and the King. But it's been brought to an end. Or this is another couple. This Queen of Cups and King of Cups. But whatever that Queen and King are involved in, it's been quickly shut down, but it's not being talked about by this couple. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Six of Wands? I feel you've been held back to an opportunity, because you may not have shown enthusiasm or contributed in the past, so they've just cut you off. And they didn't hold you in very high regard. And how they're viewing you is making plans of your own, but you've kept it back or kept it quiet, or somebody has, and it's created this upset. And I feel you've cut them off. Or that's how it appears. It appears to them. And they're wanting to move forward with something. Yeah, because there wasn't an opportunity that come in. They're wanting to move forward with something, but they didn't think it would work. Or somebody said it wouldn't. Jesus. What can you give me again, please, Spirit, on this Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. There was an opportunity to go somewhere or do something with your party. This is what I'm getting with the Six of Wands. But the more they thought about taking action with it or moving forward, or if things were going in the right direction, they kept, I'm hearing, anticipating this mither, and they were getting overwhelmed and defensive. But there's somebody that's critical or compares. At first I thought it was yourselves, but now I'm feeling it's somebody external to you. They're not happy that you've been spending the time on yourself to develop. And I think what's bothering them is that the attention hasn't been on them. And that's why they've blocked you coming in, as if, well, she doesn't make any effort anyway. Or he doesn't make any effort anyway, so let's not bother. What can you give me, please, Spirit, with this King of Cups energy? Their fears, anxieties and concerns. Judgment. There's that comparison again, the criticalness, the overanalyzing, and then I'm hearing of the self, and then that card come out, Nine of Pentacles. And we've got it. There's the stress, criticalness. I'm hearing it's hit them like a thud. If there's something here, like a celebration, I'm hearing October. This may have been going on since October last year. There's a celebration. I feel it's about bringing two people together. It may not be. And then I've just heard renewing vows. But an opportunity was stopped. I feel this can be you. And this may be your party, but someone's been trying to control a situation here. They've been on a power trip. And they've stopped opportunities for this energy that's over here, this Queen of Cups. It can be a Taurus or a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. But if there's a connection, they're worrying, they're stressing, because you was in the right place, but they realise something now, and it's to do with appearance. because they're drawing me really strongly towards that lady that's dressed up as a dishwasher. There's resentment here, you know. There's something that really angers somebody else because you're in a more privileged position than what they are. You started to cooperate with something and your party's sweating bullets here, or somebody connected to your party, and that's why they're in that Nine of Swords energy, because they don't know what to do. Why do they not know what to do in their fears, anxieties and concerns? Now we've got it again. Maybe that it's a Leo, or can be yourself. They're getting defensive because a decision's had to have been made, and they're realizing that you're cooperative with something and they should have taken you into consideration and they didn't. Why didn't they, please, Spirit? Why didn't they, or wouldn't they take Aries into consideration? Because of the Ten of Swords. Again. And the King of Cups. They thought you'd get defensive about something. They was thinking of you in a certain light, and whilst they were thinking of you like that, you weren't actually like that. And they've got defensive and stood their ground and said, absolutely not. I am not getting involved here. Have you cut somebody off, or did you have to cut somebody off because you didn't want the upset? And that's why that Five of Wands is there. In reverse, you've been under all this pressure, you've just not wanted it, and you thought, right, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do to establish myself, to get myself from that Knight to the Empress. Maybe that you're involved with a Libra. They're viewing you as being defensive. And when I say they, it could be your party or someone's connected to your party. And they want to ask you something or check something with you, but they can't. So they've decided to leave it. But there's also a sense of competition that's here as well. But I don't feel it's with your party. I feel it's with whoever's connected to them. And whilst your party knows, they're trying to protect you. And then I'm hearing mechanic. The explanation that you're giving or have given regarding this situation is balanced and understandable. But the fears, anxieties and concerns is, because it was understandable, they're now viewing you in a different light. And something's going to come to the surface because the way that they was viewing you was not a good or nice place. They really wasn't giving you the opportunity to explain yourself here. But they really have, well, I'm hearing smoked you here. They really have. And back at the bottom of the deck again, we've got this Five of Cups. There's a doctor vibe, health visitor vibe, something like that that's here as well. And it's getting them stressed, really stressed, because they're seeing you as reforming yourself, working on your appearance. And now there's an opportunity, or something's going to come in. And you're gaining independence. And it's stressing your party out. But because of how determined you are, you just won't have it. You just won't have it. And you tell the doctor, or you tell somebody, someone like that. But whoever is aware of the stress that's over here, they've boxed it off. They've become aware of the stress that you're under, Aries, and said, no, we're not having it. And you've put these changes into place. You've removed yourself from the conflict, started working really hard on yourself to get yourself to that Empress energy. It can be a goal, whatever it is that is allowing you to its growth. And if you're being influenced by somebody, doctor, whoever. Doesn't have to be. Your party's feeling threatened by this because they feel they're going to get left behind. They feel something's coming to an end and they're going to lose you. This really has taken a spin now, and it's now a case of them stepping forward and expressing to you what they're feeling, but they don't want to say anything. What's the plan of action with this? Two of Swords, please, Spirit. Spirit saying past, past. Okay, so in the past, yeah, they've tried to get away with things and not acknowledge it. That Seven of Swords, that is an Aquarius card. I'm hearing it may have been since last January or February. But it's also ruled by the moon. So they're keeping quiet how emotional they are about something here. I'm feeling it as a fear of not knowing what to do about the situation. What else can you give me, please, Spirit? Because they know they're going to have to put something into action. And there's that Ten of Wands again. And whilst they're enthusiastic, they feel it's going to go from 0 to 10 in no time and lead to neither. They do not know how to approach something. What is it that they're worrying about approaching, please, Spirit, with Aries? What are the plans for you to come together? For you to make a decision? Your party's got a conscience about something. Yeah, it mightn't be that they've cheated, anything like that. It may just be their feelings, but they've reassessed the situation, and I feel they're now on board with whatever it is that you wanted. I'm hearing wanted as in the past. You've thought, I can't be bothered with it. Maybe about you coming together, having another baby, but making this joint decision. It's come out twice now, that Lover's card. But they wasn't on board, and there's a reason it wasn't on. But why wasn't they on? Why wasn't they I've got to find this out for you. Why wasn't they feeling it, please, Spirit? Why wasn't Aries party feeling the same as Aries? Because of the Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. Strong Taurus Gemini within this reading. This really is taking a turn. I feel this Queen of Cups over here, it's a party. There's somebody that's being in control of them. Can say somebody, can be person, place or thing. So maybe that they've not had the funds, the time, or somebody is kind of ruling the roost, their roost. And whenever they thought about this opportunity, no matter how much they've wanted it, they've closed it down in the head and kept it quiet. And this hasn't been able to be talked about. But your party views you as mentioning something on a number of occasions. I feel for quite a long period of time. Because you're in that Three of Pentacles energy there, or they're seeing you as mentioning it for a long period of time. And Pentacles, it's a slow energy. Maybe that you put your first suggestion out there December, January last year, but they didn't take you on with it. And because they didn't show the same level of enthusiasm as what you did, you just thought, right, I can't be arsed with this. And you brought an end to it. And that's why that Ten of Swords is there. And that's why they're stressed, because they don't know how to, I'm hearing stubborn, approach a situation, because there's something they're dedicated to or put time into at this moment. And whilst they feel enthusiastic now, they didn't in the past. The priorities have changed. And now they do feel enthusiastic, but what's also blocking them is I feel their stubbornness, and that 10 of Wands that's there, that's the stubbornness, can be the stubbornness that you're recognizing in them. And it's about the two of you coming together. May even be just to go on holiday, but it's something you cannot come to an agreement on, or you didn't in the past, but now it looks like you still don't agree, but they do agree with you. But it's as if their ego is blocking them. And then I'm hearing to excess. So there's something that they're doing to excess. Can be overworking. As if they can't prioritise the time at the moment, but they want something. They really want something, and they're looking for an opportunity with you. I've just heard December, and then I've heard the 17th. But they're looking for an opportunity with you to make something clear. They really have sat back here and prioritised themselves. So this Temperance energy, this is where Spirit sees the collective as of this moment. If it is that you're recognising this energy now, this future energy, then that Temperance card means that's where you was in the past. What can you give me on this Temperance, please, Spirit? 8 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, again, and 8 of Wands, again. If it's not happened yet, I feel it's going to happen soon. Something's going to be said, or you may say something, or somebody may say something about whatever this issue is between the both of you. The strong Capricorn within this reading. And it'll cause, not overwhelm, but a bit of a kind of, shit, how do we manage this? And you're working on it. You're working on it. There's a prediction here that they're going to come in and say something about what you want to hear. But they may also say to you, is that what you want? It's not, I want to get married to you. And they'll be very direct. They'll kind of go around the houses a little bit. Reason being, it's because they're stubborn. And their ego is absolutely solid in front of them. They really do not know how to get past this here. And I feel you're aware of that ego. And you're thinking, they'll never mention it to me. They won't. They'll never mention it to me. So there's an energy that you're walking around yourself already predicting or feeling very strongly that you know how your party is going to be, but they're trying to get round it, because you can see that is a solid barrier there that goes across there. But if you look at these cards here, Spirit's saying they're trying to negotiate them. They're trying to work out how they can get round those wands. You can see round them because he's gathering them different, but here it's a complete barrier. I'd just ride it out personally. I wouldn't say anything. If something is said to you, cooperate with it. Communicate that you're still undecided at the moment, whatever it is. But Spirit's saying it's about coming from the right place. Trying not to be reactive, being responsive. Really thinking, what's the best way to go about this here? It may be happening already, but your party, they're going to try and change that. They just don't know how to do it because they've seen a shift in you. They've really seen a shift in you and it's throwing them a little bit. Sending massive hugs your way, Aries. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to catching up with you end of September. Bye.